Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Lining up from the 34. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Coming after him. He's got him in the flat. Shakes off the tackler. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackle.
Afterburners coming. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The Tar Heels are in the red zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run play action. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route.
And he's got it! Touchdown, North Carolina!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That's what you expect from a senior.
Important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heel. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The Vols will have a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time. And
he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vols.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's the give off the left side. And the Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going up top on first down. He's going to run it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll set up to throw. Trying to get to him. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he will score! Touchdown, UNC!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Comes out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Finds his man, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Wall. He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Makes his connection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Tar Heels will move the sticks with the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Now he's going to break the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Slater. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll run the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wall. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs.
And he intercepts it, taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Vols! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
North Carolina, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Getting some heat. Dances away from the heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Lost one deep down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to throw, it's Wall. Looking left. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got the back in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And right down the middle. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just